Hey everybody, Blaine Austin here at Sewing Machines Plus, and welcome to our Thursday live show. I've got Kicking It Kennedy in here with me this morning.
Good
How
morning.
you doing, Kennedy?
I am good, Blaine. How are you? Did you have anything exciting happening to you or happened to you recently?
Oh my gosh, not to me, but there was some excitement. I don't know if did I tell you about the snake?
A snake. I didn't hear about
All
a
right,
snake.
Wolfgeist,
if you're
she's
listening.
out there, she's gonna love this story. All right, so I got to tell y'all the crazy thing that happened at my house. So I was working last week. I don't remember what day it was now. And my wife, Michelle, calls me. She had taken a break from work and was taking her dogs out. And all of a sudden she hears this hissing sound, really loud. And she goes, and our dog ran over to it. It was a big old snake.
No.
And it scared her to death. So she kind of screamed. Our neighbor heard her, thought somebody was killing her, so came to check on her. And so anyway, they called me, and I said, they showed me what it was. I said, well, I think it looks like a gopher snake, which, gopher snakes are good.
Yeah.
And so they put a trash can over it until I got home that evening. So I go home I'm going to relocate this snake. This snake was huge.
Oh.
It was 6 feet long. It had to be the size of my forearm around.
No.
The thing was so big.
No.
I've never seen a gopher snake this big. And it was a mean and ornery gopher snake.
Oh.
It kept striking at me and doing that hissing sound, like this really loud hissing sound. And so I finally got it and relocated it out, farther out on our property, away from the house. And I let it go. And as soon as I let it go, it turned around and struck at me twice.
Oh.
So I had a pool net that you dip stuff out. I had taken one of those out there with me. So I just grabbed that and kind of put it in front of it, and then it shimmied off and went down a gopher hole.
Oh, no. No.
So now we've, we're on high alert for snakes right now at our house.
It's that time of year.
It is. And so I read about it, and it's mating season, and the males get very aggressive and during that time.
Yeah.
So that explains why, and they say they really do excessive hissing and loud hissing and striking. And so
take it as a compliment.
Yeah. I don't want to get rid of it. I was like, go out there and do your job, man. Get some of those gophers.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's the excitement we had around our house, Kennedy.
That is not exciting to me, but Michelle, I hope you're okay. I would have been terrified.
Well, I think her and the dogs were traumatized for about a day.
Oh, no. Yeah. And, I wouldn't be going outside for a long time.
So, but anyway, we've got even more excitement today.
Yeah. Wolfgeist, the snake whisperer herself, said he thought you were competition. So he just was like,
Oh yeah, he was on he had his path he was going. Yeah. He just happened to kind of go through our backyard by the pool, and I think he was at the wrong place at the wrong time. And, and there's no telling how many snakes go across your path you don't know about. But so anyway, hopefully we don't really have too many out there, but occasionally we get a couple. So, but today, I mean, it's a lot more exciting than snakes.
Yeah, this is the opposite of snakes. This
is something you're going to love today. We've got Jennifer Gigas, from R&K, and she's going to talk about some Floriani stuff again today. We had her a couple weeks ago.
Yes.
And we got some really good Floriani things we're going to talk about today. And I've got some really good specials today. I've got 2 brother machines we're going to talk about.
Are they right behind you, Blaine?
You can probably see them right here. And they both, or one of them, comes with a really nice package. But today, I'm going to talk about some other products. And it's going to be one of those hint, hint, wink, wink days that y'all know about. And y'all probably say, what is this sitting beside me?
Yeah, what is that? It's bright and colorful. And
this is the Brother sublimation printer.
Ooh.
So it's very, little compact.
Look at that.
You can see that. And then I also have something right here, Kennedy.
Ooh.
This is the Brother 24-pack frozen Disney thread kit.
24-pack,
24-pack of Brother thread. and it's got the frozen
Brother
Disney
Thread.
colors in it. And you probably say, well, why do you have these two things on my desk? Well, we're going to talk about that a little later. But I'm just telling y'all right now, it's going to be one of those hint, hint, wink, wink days today.
Yes.
And you're going to have to follow me close. So after we talk about Floriani, have Jennifer on, at the end of the show, we're going to talk about some brother machines. After she gets finished, we're going to talk about brother machines. And then we're going to talk about some hint, hint, wink, wink things. And you're going to have to figure it out and put it together.
Well, because Blaine, we're talking about some amazing embroidery stuff today, and so we have to talk about embroidery machines.
Right, we had to have embroidery machines. In both the machines behind me, one is a combo machine. It's a NQ 3550W, which is a sewing and embroidery machine. And then the other machine that we have, which was to my left, which would be on the right side of your screen, that is the NQ 1700E embroidery only machine. And so we're going to talk about both these machines. And when I tell you the price difference between them today, you're going to go, I was looking for an embroidery machine, but I think I'm going to buy a combo.
Ooh.
And there's something really special about the combo today, too.
Oh.
I really can't tell you what it is. But there's something really special with it. So, hint, hint, wink, wink, Kennedy.
I can't wink, Blaine. This is so unfortunate.
All right. Well, let's talk a little bit about who's watching today. We've got the SMP Nation out there. Got to say a big shout out. We have Jerry Lutter, isn't it? Lutter, South Dakota watching today. Janet Thomas in Georgia. Jet Lou in Georgia, Darlene Gentile in Missouri, and Samantha Taylor over in Texas. So hello, everybody. Hey, SMP Nation. Glad you are watching and tuning in today. And I'm excited because we got Jennifer here today again. I know. And the last one was so receptive. Everybody loved what she showed.
Yes.
But today's even going to be better because we're talking about some really cool embroidery things. So,
yes.
Want to talk a little bit about next week. We have Hoop Fest.
Oh, so my goodness.
Hope y'all are ready. It starts Monday, and we're going to go Monday through Friday. And we've got a unique little format this year, Kennedy. We have some great educators. We have 2 educational sessions per day. Great educators that are going to be doing the sessions. We got some great product we're going to be demoing. We're going to have a world premiere to a brand new 7-needle multi-needle embroidery machine. And I'll unveil that on, I think Monday.
I think Monday is
unveil that. We're going to talk about it. You'll get to find out the brand, everything about it. It's going to be pretty awesome. We got that going. And we're doing something the first time we've ever done. So Jane Klaus is going to be co-hosting with me all the way. Her and I are going to do Monday through Wednesday. And then we've got 2 new hosts coming in on Thursday, Friday.
Who is that?
It is Angela Wolf.
Oh, love her.
And our very own Kennedy Cook.
What?
Yes.
What?
So Angela and Kennedy will be taking over on Thursday.
We will.
And they'll be hosting Thursday and Friday. And they'll get to unveil all the winners of everything and everything that's going on. So talk a little bit about Hoop Fest contest. So we have an embroidery contest right now. You can enter 2 projects. That is closed.
Yes.
So the window for voting is open. Now, I occasionally get some emails and things, people asking me, about the voting. And they're like, well, we don't think the voting is fair because it's a popularity contest. Well, that's exactly right. That's what it is. It's that part of it, the people's choice, is a popularity contest. If you have a bunch of Facebook followers and you want them to go vote, you can go on your Facebook page and advertise it to go vote and all that. It helps you out. We're going to reward you for doing that. But the real prize is the best of show. Because that is, we have professional judges that are going to look at all the projects and they're going to award that winner. And usually that winner, the prizes is a little better because it is from judging. So we're trying to do a little bit of both. We're having professional judges do it, and then we have the popularity contest of the people choice, just to have some fun and give a chance somebody to win something. And then we don't leave anybody else out. If you didn't participate and enter in a project, you still have a chance to win the Dream Studio giveaway, Kennedy.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, and it's going to be worth $25,000. And we're going to come in and basically draw a name out every single day. We're going to draw a grand prize, a finalist, as we call it, every day, all the way till Friday. And then on Friday afternoon, Kennedy and Angela Kennedy right on air is going to put all 5 names in a hat and pull a name out. And whoever she pulls out gets the grand prize. And the other people will be the runner-ups, and they'll all get prizes as well. So all 5 people are going to go home with something.
Yes.
But only one's going to get $25,000. So, I challenge y'all to find out any other show like ours that's doing that. Nobody else does this.
Nope.
And so we're in. Not only that, throughout the day, every single day, we're going to be drawing for prizes, and it's well over $50,000. I think it's about $75,000, isn't it, Kennedy?
Yeah.
Total prizes we're giving away on the show. It's a ton of stuff. So, if you want a chance to win, you got to watch, next week. And then one thing that we're doing a little different, if y'all notice just in our regular drawings, we're going to be giving you keywords throughout the day to put in, and that'll enter only the people that are watching at that time to get a chance to win. You can't come in, at 8 o'clock that first morning and put a chat and then not watch the show. You'll have to be watching to win a lot of these things. So it's going to be really cool how we're going to do it. So hope that y'all will tune in. We're super excited about putting it on. And I tell you what, I'm really excited about the education that we have this year. And we listen to you. We basically send an email out asking for people to give us input. And we listen to SMP Nation. And Kennedy, the top 10 things on the list.
Yeah.
That's what we did the education on, is all the top 10. That's what we went out, and I went out and tried to find the best educators I could to teach those things. And I think we've done it. I think we knocked it out of the park this year. And then not only that, we're going to have unbelievable specials all week long. So we hope that, if you've been in the market for an embroidery machine or had your eye on something for a while, we're going to give you the opportunity to get it. We got some special financing. Naturally, everything we ship is going to be for free to you. And it's just going to be a great week.
Yeah. So excited.
Yeah. So I'm excited to see how well Kennedy and Angela do.
Oh, I just hearing you talk about the Dream Studio, I'm like, you're giving me all the power on the last day.
You are.
Ha, 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 ha. I'm so excited.
Well, you think about it, it's a lot of responsibility, Kennedy, but I know you can handle it. I have no question about it.
Well, I can do anything. Listen, I can do anything with SMP Nation by my side.
There you go.
That's it. That's all I need to know.
So it's going to be a fun time. I can't wait to for next week to start. And it's going to be here Monday. Yeah. It's
just
crazy.
a couple more sleeps. More sleeps.
And usually the Thursday before our festivals, we don't do a show because we are still trying to get some last minute things done. This time we are done. We've worked really hard. Everything was done. My part has been done for about 3 weeks now. I think I've had everything pretty much wrapped up. I'm already working hard into SewFest right now, trying to get everything done on it. But Kennedy had some last minute things that she was doing. She got that done. Kyle was working on some last minute things, and Roger. And so the team got finished early. So he's like, let's have a show Thursday. So we kind of planned it. And now next Thursday, naturally we'll be in Quilt Fest. But the Thursday after that, we come right back with another show.
Yes.
So we're not going to skip that either. We're going to come right back with the show. So I can't remember who's.
I know. I was just thinking. I'm mixing up 2 different dates.
Yeah, I can't remember who's on the Thursday show after Hoop Fest.
We'll let you know.
Yeah, we'll let you know. But anyway, that's kind of the scoop. I hope y'all kind of understand all what's going on. But let's bring our special guest in, and she is basically runs Floriani. She's been with Bernina before. She worked at Meisner Sewing for some time. And now she's basically running R&K. And I tell you, very, very talented lady here. Good friend of mine. Loved hanging around with Jen. So y'all welcome to the show, Jennifer Geikens.
Hello. Well, I don't really know how to follow up the snake story. So as I was standing here, I'm like, well, I don't know. They say never work with children, never work with pets. So That's
Woo, I
really
tell
hard.
you, I'm not really scared of snakes, but I do respect rattlesnakes and water moccasins. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Those are two that can be kind of rough on you, but the other ones, they don't bother me too bad. I'll grab them and relocate them, but that's what I told Michelle. I said those, the king snakes that we've had and the gopher snakes out there are good. They kind of help keep rattlesnakes and gophers away and mice and things. And I said, so those are doing, good purpose, but I don't want any of the rattlesnakes.
Yeah,
We haven't had
no.
any yet, knock on wood, but all my neighbors have had one or two, every year, but we haven't had any. So hopefully they'll keep dodging our house.
Well, and I don't even know how to connect that to what we're going to talk about today, but the machines that are behind you, Blaine, what size hoops are on those machines? What's their sewing field?
All right, so the one on my left, which will be on the right screen, that is a 5x7 size,
Perfect.
and that is the 1700E, NQ
Okay.
1700E. And the one on this side is the the NQ 3550W, and is it a
6x10?
6x10?
Mhm.
So it's a little bit bigger
Yep.
sewing field on it, and two great machines. If y'all know Brother. These machines are just fantastic, and we got really good pricing on them, and we got some special things for them today too, Jen.
All right. So the reason that I wanted to know about the hoop sizes is the project we're going to talk about today is an in the hoop quilt project. So apparently I'm on a little bit of a theme here with my quilting these days. But this was designed, here we go, by Lisa Archer at Pickle Pie. And we've been doing quite a number of kits with Lisa, and these are available on Sewing Machine Plus website. I went and took a little peek earlier today. And this particular one that I'm going to show you today, one of the things that I like about this is you only need a 5x7 hoop to complete the project. If you have a larger hoop, there are some things that you can combine and you can speed it up a little bit, but it's a great place for, those that are getting started with machine embroidery to jump in, to be able to create something that is very, very beautiful and to create it very quickly. So the piece that we're looking at today, it's called Star So Bright. What we've done is we put together a kit that includes what I would call, it's a just add fabric kit. So the specialty items that you need, the threads, the battings, the stabilizers, the tapes are all in the kit for you. I love the idea of being able to just pick something up, go home and stitch. My sewing and embroidery time is not as frequent as I would love for it to be. So it just kind of gets things going a little faster. Also, when we think about, those that are newer to machine embroidery, you don't always know where to start. What stabilizer should I be using for a particular project? What kind of thread should I be using? There are an awful lot of choices that need to be made so in order for your project to really be successful. So you can't go wrong with either of those two machines that are sitting behind Blaine today, and you can't go wrong with the projects and the instructions that are in the kit. So let me show you first what's in there, the specialty items, and then we will switch over to take a peek at some of the construction and the step-by-steps. So I've taken my kit apart just a bit here. It is all over my desk. It is almost scarier, I think, than a giant snake being out here. But one of the things you'll find in the kit is, of course, the download for the designs themselves. And so again, it's Star So Bright that was designed by Lisa Archer of Pickle Pie. And then we've included embroidery batting. So you'll have enough embroidery batting to even make a few mistakes as you're stitching through if you are newer to in the hoop projects. Now, I love this particular batting. And is there something special about embroidery batting? Yes. It's been needle punched so that it's very firm. If you are a quilter or if you've worked with battings, some battings, as you start to kind of pull at them, they'll separate just a bit. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's not a bad thing if you're quilting to have something that's a little softer and not quite as firm. But when we're doing machine embroidery through a batting, you want it to have some body and be a little bit more robust, because generally it's being stitched through a little bit more than we would stitch through a traditionally done quilt. So we need it to hold its shape, and we also need it to be able to hold up to the hooping process. There are a lot of times that we don't hoop things, but when it is in the hoop, we want it to hold up to that extra little bit of hold that's around it. The other thing that you'll find in the kit, we're just going to open this right up, is, so it's my kit now. Maybe I'll open it up. Okay, it's some no-show mesh stabilizer. Now this particular one is a fusible. When in doubt, in your stabilizer stash, you want to have a cutaway, a tearaway, and a washaway. We're not going to do a stabilizer lecture today. Maybe we can do that another time. Use a cutaway stabilizer unless there's a reason that you can't. Okay, so that's the teaser for when we do a full-on stabilizer lecture. We particularly like to work with fusibles, and when I say we, I mean Floriani and R&K. We like a fusible stabilizer. The purpose of a stabilizer is to keep things stable and still. There are sprays, and sprays certainly have a place, and around your sewing machine is maybe not one of those places. So by using a fusible type of a stabilizer, you're eliminating any spray, any overspray, and it's holding everything nice and still so that you're able to hoop multiple layers like your fabric, your stabilizer, batting, etc., without worrying about things shifting around. I like a mesh type stabilizer, but in part because of the type of embroidery that I do. I generally am working with garments, sewing over linens or denims, and a mesh type stabilizer works beautifully for that. For an in the hoop project like we're looking at today, a mesh stabilizer is the perfect solution. So there's a roll of mesh stabilizer in there for you, your embroidery batting, what we lovingly refer to as pink tape, but its real name is embroidery perfection tape. Anytime that you are creating an in the hoop type project, if you've done this before, then you know there'll be times throughout the process where you need to basically tape your fabrics or your trims or your zippers in the hoop itself so that it doesn't shift or wiggle around while you are embroidering. But pink tape also works really well for those of you that quilt. If you need to mark that first row before you stitch along the edge of something, pink tape works beautifully. It doesn't gum up your fabric or leave any kind of a residue on the fabric. It also works really well if you have a younger sewer who's getting started and you need to mark something. If you're familiar with tiger tape, it's a tape that has lines on it. You can write on your pink tape, position it, or mark on your pink tape, position it on your fabric if you're doing buttonholes, things like that. So it is a wonder tape. Plus, it's pink, right? And you can't go wrong if it's pink. So we're going to swap over here just a moment and have a look at how this design stitches out. And if you've done quilting in the hoop before, if you've done piecing in the hoop before, it's very, very similar, or similar to an applique in the hoop series project. Now, for those of you that work with embroidery software, or you wonder, why do I need embroidery software? I'm not a digitizer, but I do like the convenience of being able to walk through a design before I stitch it out. The place to run into surprises is not halfway through your project. So one of the first things that I'll do is I will open up a design in my Floriani embroidery software so that I can watch what's going to happen as the design stitches out. It also gives me an opportunity to print out a template. There are machines that have cameras, they have scanners, they have all of those placement features that are amazing. But one thing that the cameras and the positioning functions don't do is tell you whether or not your design is going to end up in an awkward location, right? They will make sure that your design goes exactly where you want it in that hoop. But by printing out a template ahead of time, you can position it. Again, I do a lot of garments. I can take that template and I can audition the placement on the garment when I have it on to make sure that I haven't created bullseyes anywhere. So that would be one of the first things that I would do if it's to go on a garment, and to watch the stitch out of the design as well, particularly if it's an in the hoop type of a project. So we're going to switch over here for just a moment. and share our screen. Okay, and hopefully this is what we want to see, and share. All right, so I'm hoping that you can see the design up in my embroidery software, and that Kennedy or Blaine, if there is something else, like you're reading my email, that you will let me know. But if you are reading the email, just go ahead and get it answered while you're in there too. So I have one of the designs or the motifs up on my screen, and it's this little flying goose block. So remember that what we are creating is this full-on project, okay? So what we're looking at is the unit that's up in this area. So on our screen, I've already loaded the design, and I would go to my slow redraw, which is up here at the top, and just start that design stitching. And it helps if I click on this. There we go. Simulate stitching. So now I can see what's happening as that design is sewing out. So first it's going to show me where my batting goes in the hoop. Then it's going to show me where my fabric goes. It's going to stitch my fabric in place, stop so that I can position the next piece of fabric, trim, stitch, etc. Now this is stitching through a little bit quickly, but you can slow this down by moving the slider on the screen here. I can pause it, I can stop it, I can even add a stop if I would feel more comfortable having an additional color stop. Now that moved pretty quickly. The other way I can preview my design is to literally hide a color. So if I really needed to be able to get in here and take a close look at what was happening, here's the first color that will stitch out. So I can see that it's just that rectangle. The next color is where my batting goes, my positioning of my fabric, my tack down of my fabric, the little geese to the side, the goose to the other side, the last tack down, and then finally the quilting over the top. Okay, so it's just a way to be able to get in here and see what's going to happen between point A and point B. So let's take a look at that now in the fabric itself. Okay, so that you don't get dizzy as I move the camera around here and reposition. And I almost don't know whether it would be funny or horrifying for you to see what's happening here in the background in my office, and all of the bits and pieces and parts all over the place. Okay, so here is our unit. And so we need to stitch out our background flying geese designs. And this is the perfect way to make flying geese. I often joke that it is my least favorite unit to ever stitch out. And, oh, here they are. If you have a machine with a larger hoop, I'm very fortunate to have a multi-needle machine at home. You can stitch out 4 of these little geese at once. So what's going to happen? Just like we saw on the screen of the software, that placement line will stitch out first. Okay. Once that placement line stitches, I would then, here you can see it's very light, take my batting, position the batting over the stitching line, use my embroidery perfection tape to hold it in place. Then the next thing that will happen is it stitches over the batting to secure the batting in place. And it shows me also where my fabric will need to be positioned for the center portion of that flying goose unit. At that point, you would remove the hoop from the machine. Do not remove the project from the hoop. And I've already started to trim away, but I would use my applique scissors and trim up close to, but not through, the stitching. Okay, so it looks like so. At that point, I would position the fabric that goes in the middle of the goose first and adhere it with my embroidery perfection tape. Now, just in case you're not recording this and watching it as you're stitching out your Star So Bright project, all of the instructions are part of the download. So it will tell you what you need to do to cut and to prep your fabrics ahead of time. There is a step-by-step. So you want to keep this by the machine, at least when you stitch through that first goose, and it tells you exactly what's going to happen in the stitching sequence. Another tip before I keep going here with the construction, when you see step 1 or step 2, color 1, color 2, with an in the hoop project or an applique project, step 1, step 2, those are color stops. They tell the machine to pause because you need to do something like position your batting, position your fabric, etc. You don't need to change your thread color as you move throughout. We don't really need to worry about the thread color until we get all the way to the end where we do the final stitching, which is the quilting of the unit. So now the machine has come through and it has tacked down my fabric, so that my next step would be to trim away the fabric, as we see here, just at the top, so that we can then position the accent fabric, or what becomes the background fabric, on the left side of the goose. And so this stitch down, we flip it back. The machine then tacks it down. And we're ready to sew, or the machine is ready to sew the next side. Flip it back. It tacks it down. And then the last thing that happens is it comes through and it does the quilting. Now in the kit, you'll also find 3 different thread types, or 3 different colors, 2 types, 3 colors. One is a 40 weight matte thread. And so you can see that this thread has sort of a cotton. It doesn't have your typical embroidery thread sheen to it. I actually really like this for some of my free motion quilting, for my quilting in the hoop. It gives a little bit more of a vintage feel than a traditional embroidery thread. I also liked this one for what I call the construction steps. So everything leading up to the quilting itself to hold my units together. We've also, so this is a 40 weight matte thread. And then we've also included for you to play with a 60 weight poly. So sort of your shiny, more traditional type of an embroidery thread. It's a little lighter weight. And sometimes when we are quilting over something with an embroidery thread, that lighter weight thread is just kind of a nice look and feel. Again, it looks a little bit more like a traditionally done quilt than some of the heavier thread types. You'll also really enjoy using a 60 weight thread for text, especially if it's small text that you're embroidering out on a project. So that's how each of the units is constructed within the Star So Bright Quilt As You Go project. So again, all you need is a 5x7 hoop size to put this together. If you are fortunate enough to have a larger embroidery field on your machine, the center area, here we go, of the block can be constructed all in one round. You can put multiples of your smaller units all together in the hoop and stitch this out very, very quickly. If you are so inclined, one block or one unit can be used to create a pillow or a table topper. You can put 3 of them together to make a table runner, or you could stitch 3 across, 4 down for a nice size lap quilt. So Blaine, tell us more about that machine.
Well, Jen, and I want to correct myself too. The 1700, actually, the maximum hoop or sewing area is 6x10. So both of them are 6x10, but they do come with the 5x7 hoop with them as well. So I was thinking I knew your projects were 5 or 7 and up, and so, but yeah, they are both 6 by 10. But both of these machines would be fantastic additions, and for anybody's sewing room, and they're going to be able to do these in the hoop quilting projects with ease.
And I believe you have 3 of them up on the site now. You have the Star So Bright. And side note, there will be a real workshop on our Facebook page towards the end of June. I think you can register for that now. There's no charge. We just want everybody to come and stitch through that project with one of our educators, and they can get the kit from you if they want to sew through as they're stitching along. There's a second one. It's called Sew Me a Sign. And that's up on your site already. That kit's available. And that workshop is on our YouTube page. And then in July, we'll be doing a third one. You already have the kit up on your site for 20-minute trays. So lots of different project kits for those that, maybe you're going to go home with new machines next week during Hoop Fest. Give you something to do to get acquainted with that machine.
All right, Jim. Well, hey, we're going to show everybody right now about the TCU. Can you hang around in case anybody has any questions, Jen?
I will.
All right. So if y'all have a question for Jennifer about any of these, go ahead and put your questions in the chat. We're going to show these products and show you the price and how you can get them. And that way we'll come back. And if you have any questions, we can ask Jen while she's still here. All right. So Kennedy, let's put the first one up there. Now, again, this all is the Floriani. This is the 20-minute tray bundle. It's $99.99 on the price there. You can find us on our website. Again, this is what we're calling the July Spotlight, and but it is June, so you're getting.
So this will be if you get this now, you'll be able to get this in time for when they do their next workshop, and then you can watch and follow.
Okay,
along.
So again, we do have some financing available. If you need a little help on all these things, just give us a call right now at 800-401-8151 and tell them what you're looking for. This is a 20-minute tray bundle. Okay,
yes.
Let's go to the next one. All right, so this was the May Spotlight, and the workshop on this is it in July too or in June?
No, this was back in May, so I think they have already done this one, so you can go back and watch that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you can see all these, on their Facebook page. You can go and find out all the information about it. But this is the Sew Me a Sign bundle. Okay.
It's a really cute little sign. It says Sewing Studio.
Yeah, you can see the little picture of there, how you got the ribbon. You can hang it and make a sign out of it. And I've seen people do these before. It's kind of a cool thing.
Yeah.
You can do it. I remember, I forgot somebody sent where was that at? I saw it. They did this and they had it like for their bathroom for parties at their house. They did it where it was occupied or something like that. Yeah.
That's so good. Yeah.
And they did a sign like that. So these are really cool things. And again, $99.99 on that price. The next one we're going to show you
is the Star So Bright.
Star So Bright. Again, $99.99 for all these. Again, financing available. You can find these on our website. All you have to do is just type in Star So Bright in the search bar, and it'll take you right to the product page. Or you can just type in Floriani and go find all these. You can look at them all, or you can just go individually.
Yes.
Again, you see the picture of it right there where it says June Spotlight. That is what it's going to look like. Again, you can find these on the website, or you can just call us and ask us about it, and they can tell you all about them, and you can place your orders there. 800-401-8151. And then we talk.
The last one up is just Floriani TCU.
Now, Kennedy, you know this pretty well. So won't you talk a little bit about this? Now, I know everybody up there, you're sticker shock. You're going $18.99 for software.
Yes.
They don't know what they're getting. So tell us a little bit about this. So
Floriani just in general has lots of different software. I mean, before even going into when we were on with Jennifer back a couple weeks ago with Quilter Select, they specialize in embroidery software and software for all types of quilting, embroidery, sewing. TCU is basically the umbrella which has all of the Floriani features all combined into one. And it is probably the best thing to add into your embroidery studio or into your routine when it comes to adding that and doing your embroidery. So that is awesome. I actually started using it about 1.5 years ago, and I literally just printed out the manual and opened it up on my computer and started working and just started pressing buttons and messing around with it. And that's how I really learned to love it and really got the hang of it, is just immersing myself into it. But there's so many things you can do in, you know, making an embroidery design from start to finish, digitizing, you know, bringing logos in, you can bring in certain files in. I feel like in my head, I look at it as Photoshop, but for embroidery, but that's because I work with Photoshop all the time. So that's just where I see that. Blaine, I think that's enough. All I can say is TCU is like the dream to have for embroidery if you were trying to get into software, because it's got every single possible thing you could need in there.
Well, that's the reason I wanted to talk to you about that, because you were basically, guys, I just threw Kennedy in a room and said, here, figure this out.
Yeah.
And she got in there. So don't be intimidated by this. I guess that's our message about how to do
Yes.
this. You know, Kennedy was new to sewing, new to embroidery.
Yes.
And basically I threw her in a room and said, figure this out, because we don't have anybody that's our expert yet. And she just got in there, and within a week, she was telling me all kinds of things. And then she started making all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And that just shows you that anybody can do this. Don't be intimidated by any kind of software. It is absolutely a fantastic price on this. And I can assure you, from being in this business for a long time and knowing software and things that's out there, that what you're getting in this package is unbelievable. We do have financing available for this. And I would highly recommend, if you like to embroider, like to do a ton of different type of projects, this is a great software to get.
And you pay for it once and you get the free updates. So that's a really good thing.
I was going to ask Jennifer that. Let's go back to Jennifer real quick, because I got a couple questions for her on that as well. So Jennifer, I know we just talked about you do get the free upgrades, but will this work on Mac as well as a normal PC?
So what I would suggest, because technically it is a PC product, but I do know that people are running it on Parallels. You can download the software at no charge to test that out, right, and kind of play with it a little bit, but it is being used successfully on those systems. And the other thing that I wanted to mention, when you said you put poor Kennedy in a room and just made her figure it out. So that is one way to learn the software, but also anyone that owns our software products has access to the club. And the club is updated weekly with new videos. There is so much content that's available on the club. So you could go in a room by yourself and just figure it out, or you could join us on the club site, and we'll sort of help to shorten that learning curve for you.
Yeah, I would highly recommend, through your club, through you go into Facebook, you have people that can help there.
Yep.
Also, there's YouTube videos. There's a lot of ways.
Trevor has awesome videos. I've watched a lot of his videos.
That was the thing. Kennedy I shouldn't say that. I just threw her in the room and told her to figure out. She did watch some videos on YouTube for Trevor doing it and different things. But she pretty much just got in there and pushed buttons.
The biggest thing, honestly, printing out the manual itself, so I could just know what all the buttons were and all the different things, because like I said, with Floriani TCU, it's all of your different softwares combined into one. So just knowing the difference in the sections and organizing it all, that was really the main curve, is just making sure I knew what things were what and just the kind of process of going along. But other than that, it was so easy to catch on. It really was.
Jen, too, the trend in quilting has been, in the last couple of years, it's trending as people are using quilting with their quilts, and they're incorporating embroidery and a lot of the quilts now, and making these very unique things. So, that's why I just, the TCU, I love that, because you can do all that. You're going to be able to do all those things. You can quilt in the hoop. You can do make all kinds of designs. You can import designs. You can modify things. So there's so many things you can do with it. It's a pretty powerful tool, and especially for the price you're getting it compared to other things on the market. Highly recommend this.
Well, and the other thing that it does too is not everyone can start at a top of the line machine. So it's something that expands what you can do, even if your machine is a very simple embroidery machine, because it's opening up all the functions. It is the fastest way to get a large color touch screen to go with your machine.
Yeah, you're exactly right. It really is. Kennedy, is there any other questions that they put in there for Jen? I know.
Oh, someone asked, does this program work for Bernina?
Yes, it'll work on any embroidery machine, because remember, you're working at your computer, you're creating your design. So imagine your computer becoming your embroidery machine screen. You're going to go through all of the editing or the design work or the creating that you want to do, and then you will save that design file for your machine and take it to your machine to stitch.
And what files does it support, Jen, when you're importing?
Virtually anything.
Okay. Because I know that's always a question out there. People have old designs that they want to import. And can you convert to different files?
Yes.
So it's,
and there may be one or two, file types out there, but generally each embroidery machine company has a basic conversion program on their website at no charge. So it's very infrequent, right, that you come across a file format that you can't import and export. There's usually always a way around.
And Jennifer, would you recommend everybody even to go download the free version just to kind of try it out and just see if they like it, what it's about? Because that way they're basically getting to try before you buy.
Exactly.
Because this is an investment, it's not cheap, but compared to what you're getting, you're basically getting all these different software programs in one. So when you showed the financing and the $106 a month, it is worth it to me not to have my embroidery show up someplace weird.
Yeah.
Right? So.
Yes.
I tell you, it is. It's a. If somebody is really wanting to do some unique things, this would be to me the first pick for software, just for all the reasons we've talked about. And I've seen what Kennedy has made and done with it, and she gets excited because she's making new things that she's never done before. And if she didn't have the software, it wouldn't have made it possible. So I love that part about it, just because I get to see a lot of it firsthand. And super, excited that we're offering this today. And all three of the, other things that we had too for your in the hoop stuff, really cool things. I think that if somebody's wanting to get some projects, the 3 projects we showed today would be awesome.
Yeah.
All right, Jennifer. Was there any more questions for Jennifer?
I think we're good.
Well, Jennifer, I know we're going to hopefully have you on again real soon again.
I hope so.
And we appreciate you coming on today. And we're going to tell them a little bit about your products again, and then we're going to have a little recap of our brother stuff and tell them about that. And anyway, thank you for coming in, and
my
hope
pleasure.
to see you again real soon.
All right. Thanks, Blaine. Thank you, Kennedy.
Bye.
All righty. All right. So let's recap all of Jennifer's products that she showed today on the Floriani side.
So
the first one was, this is the Star So Bright bundle. Now, again, if you want to just go in our search bar on the website, just type in Star So Bright, or you can just go to smplive.tv. Kennedy has those products in the bar at the top of the page in order. You can just scroll across the bar and see all the products on today's show and click it, go right to the product page. That might be the easiest.
Yes.
Just go to smplive.tv. All right, so this is the Star So Bright bundle. The next one, this was the Sew Me a Sign bundle. And then we had
the 20-minute trays.
There we go, the 20-minute tray bundle. All 3 are $99. You can buy all 3 of them. And again, there's financing available. And a little rumor told me, Kennedy, if they call the number on the screen right now and buy all 3, they get the Blaine discount.
Oh.
So I'm just telling you.
Look at that.
You
better
have to tell your salesperson, I want the Blaine discount.
Yes. And yes, Karen, we do carry the embroidery batting separately. If you do need that separate, we do have that.
So that's the little wink, wink, inside information, Kennedy. All right. And then we have the Total Control This is awesome software. Again, $18.99 for this. And I'm telling you right now, the value is there for this. If you like to embroidery, if you like to quilt, this is such a great software package for you. 800-401-8151. Get yours ordered today. All right, Kennedy, we're going to talk a little bit about the Brother machines.
Brother.
So the one on the right of your screen, actually to my left over here, this is the 1700s, the MQ 1700E. This is an embroidery only 6x10 maximum field on this. Now, I want y'all to pay really close attention about this today, okay? It is $19.99, which is a really good price on this.
Very, very good.
For an embroidery 6x10. We have financing available. We're going to ship it free right to your doorstep. Now, there is a little, just call in.
Just call us
And
for more information as
yeah.
I'm giving Blaine the stare down.
Yeah, so Kennedy, you can come back to me. Just trust me on this. Just call in, and if you want one of these machines, we're going to give you some more information. And this is a wink, wink, hint, hint moment.
Yes.
But just call us if you're interested in that machine. Not only is it a great price, but you know what,
Blaine, don't you just love thread?
Yeah, you know,
like
and
thread is just so
we might
awesome.
even have some thread that we could talk to you about too. But you just got to call us.
Yeah, you just got to call though.
Yeah, and we have some
because we all love
accessories.
thread, right? Right, guys.
Well, you have to have other things that to go with it.
Exactly.
So, but anyway, give us a call. Now, the other machine, the machine over here to my right.
Right.
See it over here. Okay. Now, this is the NQ3550W. This is a combo machine. Now, this has got the sewing and embroidery.
Yes.
Now, here's the crazy thing, Kennedy.
What's the crazy thing?
$500 more.
$500 more.
So $500 if you want to upgrade to instead of a 1700 for $500 more, you can get this machine, which has the sewing side of it, which is loaded down.
You get more feet, you get more accessories inside the box.
And they have a great package with it right now, which we have. We're giving away the magnetic hoop. It's a 5x7 magnetic hoop that comes with it. We're also throwing in the BES lettering, which is called Blue, software with it. And there is, you just never know what else that might come with it.
You just
have
never
to call
know.
for more information.
You're just gonna have to call.
So great 2 machines today, and I'm telling you, the buy of the year.
When we say this is the hottest summer sizzling deal.
Yeah, it's actually
sizzling.
So hot. I feel the heat coming from it right here.
And it's not from the lights in our studio.
NQ3550W. Get on the phone, because this one I gotta be careful what I say. Get on the phone and call right now for more information, because I think we're going to make your day. If you're in the market for this, $2,400, a great machine, and the bundle is unbelievable. The bundle is unbelievable.
The bundle. All right.
So, wink when you can't hint. Get on the phone and call right now. Financing, and we are going to ship it free nationwide.
Blaine, this is good. This is good stuff.
It's that is probably that is the 3550. The price, everything that comes with it is the deal of the summer.
Yeah, pretty much. And it's just June. It's just June.
Just turning warm out there.
Blaine said May showers bring May flowers, and flowers in this case is a new sewing machine for you. That's pretty good flowers. That's a good bouquet.
Well, and there's some colorful things.
Yes, colorful, hot.
It's colorful things too that you just never know. All right.
Yes.
So did y'all read between the lines? Y'all figured it out?
I think it worked.
SMP Nation's pretty sharp.
They are.
They get this now. And so, guys, we sure do appreciate you tuning in today. But we're going to give some stuff away now, Kennedy.
Yes, we are.
And we're going to start out with a $25 gift card. You know the drill. If you want a chance to win this, write down in the chat, put CARD, CARD in the chat right now. And that's going to enter you to win. Now, what we're going to do, Kennedy, if somebody wins this, when they win, you have to fill out your information. You have to go to SMPlive.tv. You're going to scroll down toward the bottom of the page where it says claim my prize. You're going to fill out all that information out complete, hit submit. Once we get that, we will email you back a gift card code that you'll be able to put in your checkout and get it. And you can also, if you are local and want to go into the retail store in San Marcos, you can do that and they'll honor that code. And I also want to say, all the brother specials that we have today, they are in the retail store as well in San Marcos. Corey is here today, and he said, Corey's the sales manager. He said, y'all come in and see him, asking about the brother packages we've got today, and he will hook you up. So if you're local, and so even Corey said, Blaine, I'm gonna beat your deal. And I went, how can you beat my deal? He said, I can just do it.
So it's just a competition now.
So we're competing.
Yeah.
I said, well, Corey, you can't beat my deal. So basically we ended up with the same deal. And because he didn't really know how good my deal was. But Corey he's going to have the same thing in his store today at San Marcos. So if you're local, take a drive, go to see Corey. He'll tell you all about either one of these machines and the bundles that we have, and you're going to be really happy. And that's all I can say about it, Kennedy.
Woohoo!
All right, so we have had time for everybody to put card in the chat. Go ahead and spin that wheel, Kennedy.
Let's do it.
Chris, Megan?
Megan or Megan?
Megan or Megan?
Chris!
So Chris.
Congratulations.
Chris is our winner and watching today from YouTube. So congratulations, Chris. What we need you to do to claim that gift card is go to smplive.tv, scroll down toward the bottom of the page where it's claim my prize, fill out all the information complete, hit submit, and we will get your gift card code emailed back to you so you can use it at checkout or in the San Marcos store. Next up, we are going to give away some event bags.
Ooh.
And again, in the chat, if you want a chance to win these, put bag in the chat right now. Bag, B-A-G. And these come in 8 different colors. Each one of these have very unique sayings. You know, we haven't had the bags in here in a while, Kennedy.
I know.
Where we can show
some back.
We need to get a set in here and show y'all again what each one of them say, because there's 8 different colors. They have unique sayings on each side, and then one side it says Sewing Machines Plus and has our information. But they're pretty cool, and a lot of people love to put their fabric in these. They take them shopping in the grocery store.
Yep.
So they're really nice, and they're big. They're pretty good size bags. So anyway, put bag in the chat right now. Kennedy, spin that wheel. Now these are $49.99 on our website for the bundle of 8, or you can buy them $9.99 individually. And here we go. Team Robo Genesis.
Robo Genesis.
Team Robo Genesis. That's a new name. I've not seen that before. So welcome to the SMP Live. And you are our winner watching today from YouTube. So Team Robo Genesis. How you're going to claim those bags is go to smplive.tv. Scroll down toward the bottom of the page where it says claim my prize. Fill out all the information complete. Hit submit. And we will ship your bags right out to you as soon as we get it. Now, every one of y'all win today. You have 30 days to claim that prize, or Kennedy takes that prize and puts it right back in the closet, and we get to give it away to somebody else. That's simple. All right, next up, we are going to give away one of our world famous sew mats. And what I want you to do in the chat, if you want to win one of these, is put the word mats, M-A-T-S. Mats, M-A-T-S, for a chance to win this. And these come in, I've lost track, 13 different colors.
I think we're at 12 or 13.
12 or 13.
Yeah.
They're 4 different sizes. So they're made for all the way to the very small machines for the smalls. The small, medium, large, or extra large are the sizes. The extra large are for your bigger embroidery combo machines. The big, computer type machines, and then the very small ones are for the very small machines or sergers. They work perfect for that. And then we have the intermediate machines. So we have a lot of different sizes. And so what I'd recommend, if you want to, You can just go type in sew mats in the search bar, or you can just go to the smplive.tv and click on the mat, and it'll take you there, and you can look at the different dimensions for each size and measure your machine and see, hey, which one works best for you. But I always tell everybody, you're doing your machine a disservice if you don't have one of these already for your machine. I would recommend buying one for every single thing you have that you sew with, because it just helps, reduces the vibration to the machine, makes the electronics last longer. It reduces the noise. It basically doesn't let it scratch the surface that it's sitting on. It doesn't let the machine move around. And the fifth thing that it does, Kennedy, they just look cool. Because you can get them in all these different colors. You can get them to match your machine. Well, we have a ton of different colors to go check out. So that being said, Kennedy, spin that wheel.
Let's do it.
Here we go. Chris Van Cleef.
Chris Van Cleef.
Chris Van Cleef. So Chris is our winner watching today from YouTube. So congratulations. And how you're going to claim your prize, Chris, is go to smplive.tv. Scroll down toward the bottom of the page where it says claim my prize. Fill out all that information complete. And most importantly, in the notes section there, put in what color sew mat you want, what size you want. And as soon as we get that information, we'll get it right out to you. All right, Kennedy, let's give one more sew mat away. What do you think?
One more.
Let's give another one. So
All
spin
right.
that wheel. Jana Elliott.
Woohoo!
So Jana today is watching from Facebook. So congratulations, Jana. To claim that prize, Jana, you need to go to smplive.tv. Scroll down toward the bottom of the page where it says claim my prize, fill out all that information complete. Most importantly, in the notes section, put in what size of sew mat you want, what color, and we will get that shipped out to you. Now, these things, Kennedy, they range from $24.99 all the way up to $49.99. And if y'all want to go take a look at all the ones we have, see the dimensions of the sizes, just go to our website, SewingMachinesPlus.com. At the very top of the page, you can just type in sew mats, and it'll take you right to the page, and you can look at all the colors and all the different ones.
Woo!
All righty. The next thing we're going to give away, guess what it is? It is a Brother JX31. What's up the number?
3135F.
Yes, 35F, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, so 35F. So, oh, there you. She has it on the screen. So
yes.
there it is. That's that little colorful machine. Again, this is the Brother JX3135F, as it with Frank sewing machine. It's a $199 machine. This is a great travel machine. People love these things. And you know what I've seen, Kennedy? I've had people send pictures of this machine to me, and they've actually put a ton more stickers on it.
Oh, really?
And kind of created their own little unique machine. And it really looked cool when they did it. We're going to give one lucky viewer this machine. So what we need to do right now is the keyword. I want you to type in sew, S-E-W. So S-E-W, if you want a chance to win this machine, S-E-W.
S-E-W.
Now this thing is a manual machine. It has the dial for your dial stitches. You can do all the different type of stitches on it. It's extremely lightweight. This thing weighs less than 12 pounds. So it's a great travel machine. If you want to take it in an RV, I know people that take these type of machines and just keep them in their RV so they can repair things.
Classes, when you're traveling.
Great travel machine. All right, Kennedy, let's spin that wheel.
Because you can sew anywhere that you've got an outlet.
Yeah,
if you can plug the machine in, you can plug it in anywhere. All right. We should do something where we see where the craziest place SMP Nation can sew.
That would be a good
like
thing.
See what if they go to the ocean.
Bernadette Evans. So congratulations,
Woo-hoo!
Bernadette. Bernadette is watching today from YouTube. So Bernadette, you know the drill. Go to smplive.tv. Scroll down toward the bottom of the page where it says claim my prize. Fill out all the information complete. Hit submit. Once we get your information in, we will ship that right out to you, absolutely free. And your brand new little Brother machine.
Yes.
So,
yes.
That would be kind of a cool idea. We may have to have a contest where y'all send pictures to us from the most unique places that you could sew.
Yeah.
That would be kind of cool. We're going to work on that. SMP
Like if you take a picture of wherever you're, the craziest place. What if you're like at a concert?
Well, I just thought about it. How about if you were like at the Grand Canyon, on a rock, on a mountain, and just sewing?
Yes. Or what if maybe I need to go to the beach and just?
I mean, all you have to have is a portable generator and run an extension cord.
That's what I'm saying.
Or one of those battery backup things that would run a sewing machine for a little while.
Yes. The one that I'm thinking of, Butler
has one.
Yes.
So Butler has that. It's a surge protector that we sell with the Butler Robotics.
Yes.
That it's a surge protector, and so say you were quilting and you had a program going in robotics.
Yeah.
It'll run your quilter for 15 minutes, and it's a surge protector, so it has the battery backup. So like if you're in the middle of something and the electricity goes off, it'll keep sewing until you could stop it. And so you won't lose your place. I thought that was brilliant. So you could buy one of those and use that with the sewing machine and go out anywhere and sew for 15 minutes.
Oh my goodness.
So that is pretty cool. Yeah, that we're going to work on that. That sounds like that may have to be a Sew Fest contest.
It might have to be.
Because Sew Fest, everyone, is coming up September the 9th through the 13th. September 9th through the 13th.
Let me just double check the date.
It is. It's Friday the 13th. I remember. September 9th through the 13th.
Yes.
So that's Sew Fest. So we're going to have to wait till September, but that'd be a good contest to do for Sew Fest. Send pictures in of your most unique places that you've sewn just for a secondary prize that we could do.
But would we consider hand sewing?
No, it has to be machine sewing.
It has got to be where the machine's at.
It has to be a machine sewing.
Just wondering, because hand sewing, you can...
Well, you can hand sew anywhere.
Exactly.
Machine sewing,
the real competition, yes.
A little bit more creativity, a little bit more trouble to do it, but it would be kind of cool. Hey, and it could be even at your house. It could just be out on a picnic table in the backyard.
Yes.
There's so many things.
Solar panels, Deanna, you're thinking hard. That's good. That's good.
All right, we're putting this in the SMP Nation's head right now. Y'all start getting creative, thinking of some stuff. And I think we're going to do this. That is a good idea, Kennedy. We're going to do the most unique place that you sew with a machine contest, and you'll have to submit pictures, and we're going to do that for Sew Fest in September. Or do we need to wait till September? That's a long time to wait.
SMP Nation will just have to wait and see.
Let us know what you think. Should we wait till Sew Fest and have a really blow up thing, or should we do it before then? Let us know in the chat right now. Let us know what you think. But hey, great show today, Kennedy. Love having Jennifer on today. Great products. The brother specials today, you have to call in right now if you're interested in these, because I'm telling you what, especially the 3550. That is a smoking deal. And again, if you're looking at just an embroidery machine, for $500 more, you can get a combo machine. And we're financing both of them. So we've got some great specials. And again, the packages we have today are awesome. So give us a call and talk a little bit about the packages. They're standing by on the phones over there. Or if you're on our website, you can go to the live chat agents. We have live chat agents. They know the specials today as well. They can talk to you about them and help you out with your checkout on the website. So anything else, Kennedy?
I think that's it, Blaine.
Okay. Well, as always, we surely do appreciate y'all tuning in for this hour today. And again, we're going to be here Monday morning, bright and early. I think we start the stream at 8:15 Pacific time,
every day.
12:15, 10:15 Central, and
11:15
on the East Coast.
Yes.
So we got to get that straight. So, and we'll start the stream. The demos start at 30 minutes past the hour. Then y'all make sure that y'all go and bookmark it. You can go to the YouTube page right now and hit notify me. Kennedy has all 5 shows already posted. You hit notify me and it'll pop up and tell you when the show's going live. And that's a good way to do it. You can keep up with it that way. All right. Thank y'all so much. We hope that y'all have a great rest of your day. Have a great weekend. And I will see you on Monday morning, bright and early.
Bye, guys.